بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلي وسلم على نبينا محمد وعلى أهله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد. Sufficiency in Creed by Imam Ibn Qudama Al-Maqdisi Al-Hanbali. Faith in everything that the Messenger informed of. We are obliged to have faith in everything that the Prophet ﷺ informed us about and what has been authentically attributed to him through reports, whether we witness it or it was hidden from us. We know that it is a reality and the truth. This is the same with regard to whether we comprehend it or we do not comprehend it. We do not go beyond the outer, actually. We don't go the outer actually, that is literalness of its meaning, such as the hadith concerning the Isra and the Miraj. It occurred while the Prophet was awake and not in a dream, for indeed the Quraysh denied it and considered something incredible, and did not use it, and they did not use to deny dreams. Another example of that is when the angel of death approached Musa in order to take his soul. Musa struck him and gouged his eye, so he returned to his Lord, who gave him his eye back. Another example of that are the signs of the hour, such as the emergence of the Dajjal, the descent of Isa bin Ibrahim, who will then kill him, the coming out of Yajuj and Majuj, the emergence of the beast, and the rising of the sun from the west. All that it is related to this from what has been authentically reported. The punishment and pressure of the grave are two. The Prophet ﷺ will seek refuge from it, the punishment, and he commanded that it be done in every prayer. The trial of the grave is true. The questioning of Munkar and Nakir is true. The resurrection after the dead is true, and that it will occur, and that will occur when Israfil blows on the trumpet. فإذا هم من الأجداث إلى ربهم ينسلون, and behold, from the graves they will come out quickly to their Lord. Mankind will be gathered on the day of judgment, barefooted, naked, and circumcised, and having nothing with them, that is possession. They will stop at the final place of standing until the Prophet ﷺ intercedes for them, and Allah, blessed and exalted, reckons with them, that is judges them. The balances will be set up, the records will be distributed, and the pages containing the list of each individual will be dispersed into the right hands and the left hands. فَأَمَّا مَنْ أُوتِيَ كِتَابَهُ بِيَمِينِهِ, then as for him will be given his record in his right hand. فَسَوْفَ يُحْسَبُ حِسَابًا يَسِيرًا, he surely will receive an easy reckoning. أي نعم. وينقلب إلى أهله مسرورا, and he will return back to his family in joy. وأما من أوتي كتابه وراء ظهره, but whoever is given his record behind his back or in his left hand, ومن أوتي كتابه وراء ظهره فسوف يدعو ثبورا, he will invoke for his destruction. وسوف يدعو ثبورا ويصلى سعيرا, and he shall enter blazing fire and made to test its burning flames. Surah Al-Inshiqaq, ayah 7 to 12. The balance al-mizan has two scales and a tongue with which it will weigh the deeds. فَمَنْ تَقْلَتْ مَوَازِينُهُ فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ, then those who balances of good deeds are heavy, they are أيوة. فَمَنْ تَقْلَتْ مَوَازِينُهُ فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ وَمَنْ خَفَّتْ مَوَازِينُهُ فَأُولَٰئِكَ الَّذِينَ خَسِرُوا أَنفُسَهُمْ فِي جَهَنَّمَ خَالِدُونَ, then those whose balances of goods are heavy, then they are successful, and those whose balances of goods are light, they are those who lose their own self in hell, where they will abide. Our Prophet ﷺ will have the fountain al-Hud on the day of judgment. Its water is whiter than milk and sweeter than honey. Its drinking vessels are as numerous as the stars in the sky. Whosoever drinks serving from it will never thirst again after that. The bridge is true, the righteous ones will cross it, and the evil ones will fall from it. Our Prophet ﷺ will intercede for the members of his ummah who have entered the hellfire due to their major sins. Thus they will be extracted from it due to his sallallahu alaihi wasallam interceding for them, but only after having been set ablaze and burned to ashes and charcoal. Then they will be enter paradise due to his intercession. They will also be interceding done by the rest of the Prophet, believers and angels. Allah says, ولا يشفعون إلا لمن ارتضى لهم ولمن ارتضى وهم من خشيته مشفقون, and they cannot intercede except for him with whom he pleased, and they stand in awe for fear of him. The intercession of the interceders will be of no avail to the disbelievers. Paradise and the hellfire are two creations that will not cease to exist. Paradise is the abode of the close friends of Allah, while the hellfire is the place of punishment for His enemies. The inhabitants of paradise will abide therein, or that is paradise, forever. إن المجرمين في عذاب جهنم خالدون لا يفتر عنهم ولا هم فيه مبلسون. But the sinful evildoers will be in the torment of hell to abide therein forever. Their torment will not be lightened for them, and they will be plunged into destruction with deep regrets and sorrows. Death will be brought in the form of a sturdy ram and slaughtered between paradise and hellfire. Then it will be said, O inhabitants of paradise, and eternity for you and no more death, and O inhabitants of hellfire, eternity for you and no more death.